All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is the Untitled Hoops podcast, the podcast where we talk about mainly basketball, well, pretty much just basketball, mainly the NBA, mainly the 76ers. I am Sean, that is Marquise, a.k.a. Joel equals God. Little homosexual for you to think that. Anyway, before we get into the back and forth conversation and discussion, Marquise said he had a 8 to 9 minute rant that he wanted to.
Okay, I simplified it, so we probably get like a good 5 minute rant.
Oh, okay.
So
we cut 4 minutes off of it.
So let's hop in the middle.
Okay.
I think the middle started like. I hate the fucking NBA. The NBA is fucking stupid.
Why do you
okay?
hate the?
The
You
NBA
hate
is
the
fucking
NBA.
Stupid. Joel's not a fucking all-star starter. He's averaging 33 and fucking 10, bro.
Whoa.
33 and 10. He's
The all-star starters were announced?
Yes, and he's not one. He's not one.
What? Who's the starting center for the East?
There's no centers no more, bro. It's all forwards. It's 3 forwards and 2 guards. It's Giannis.
God, that's so
Tatum,
stupid. Why would they do that?
And whoever the fuck. I don't even remember the other one. That's the crazy part. Giannis.
Why
Tatum,
would they
and
do
KD,
that? Why would they take the
right?
centers out?
They don't care, bro. The center's been going for the last like 7 years, bro. You gotta catch on.
Really?
Yes, it's been fucking going for so long, bro. So long, bro. I think the last center who made it in because of the center rule was Joakim Noah. I think that was the last one.
Oh God.
Oh yes, NBA stupid. Okay, the man is averaging 33 and 10. 33 and 10.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it again. 33 and 10. 33. What other center you know is averaging 33 points?
I'm looking at the list right now. I'm going to tell you right now.
Moses Malone, probably.
Kyrie Irving should not be on it.
Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell scored 71. Cool. But since then, his team has fucking lost. Giannis' team has been losing. Celtics
Kyrie
are on a
is
3-game losing
the
streak.
second or third best player on the Nets, and without Kevin Durant, they've been losing. So
You said second or third. Kyrie's the second best player.
yeah, no, but some games he looks about equal with Seth Curry.
All right, well,
I'm be honest with you.
Understandable. And what else did I have? I should have wrote this down. I was mad about something else. Something else I was mad about.
Not to say some games like all the time, but specifically these batch of games without KD.
Oh God, I forgot the tone. Something about burn the NBA down.
Oh my God.
Throw it in the trash. We're setting the offices on fire. Adam Silver is bald. Some other things. I was angry. Yada yada yada. Jokic is a bitch. That's about sums it up.
I still think Joel probably ends up playing more specifically, I think he ends up starting because Kevin's injured, right?
Kevin Durant might come back.
Oh my God.
So Joel's coming off the bench. Okay? So not only has this man been second in MVP voting, right? And the second in MVP voting, hear me out. Second in MVP voting and has been on second team All NBA. How many people you know have been second in MVP voting and has not been on first team All NBA? Shut up. Rhetorical. Okay? Not only that, but now he's the odd man out. Stop. Something started playing. Now he's the odd man out when the fucking roster is getting cut. The fucking it's bullshit. It's like so much back-to-back bullshit, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, bro. Joel's been playing his fucking ass off. He's averaging 33 fucking points. 33. Okay, that is 2 threes. Okay, that is a Robert Covington jersey. Okay, I don't understand how the fuck can the NBA go, we're going to fuck him over again. Okay, you see this? We're going to pull his pants down and we're going to fuck him. That's how they say. That's how I feel. I'm fucking done with the NBA, bro. And it's constant. It's one after another, after another, after another. There's a fuck him, they fuck him, they fuck him. I hope they're taking him out to eat first because I've been fucking him since he got to the league. I digress. So how was your day, Sean?
Not bad. Also, Joel is actually the current leading scorer in the NBA. He's averaging 33.4 points.
It kind of sucks. The way he is the leading scorer kind of sucks.
What do you mean?
Because Luka got injured and he didn't get the score. So Luka put 0, so 0 took Luka down to 33. I think.
Oh, you mean he got hurt in a game?
Yeah, he got hurt in the game, so he
okay.
didn't score a point. So it took him down to 33. But listen, shit happens. Life happens.
I mean, look at how many more games Luka has played than Joel.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it just makes me mad, and I don't know if you could tell that I'm angry, but I am.
Well, it's obviously very unfortunate. I think.
Makes me angry, Sean.
What?
I'm so angry.
I can
And it's
tell.
like, I was having so much fun, okay? I was watching Joel go against Ben Simmons for the very first time. I was the hardest I ever was in my life, Sean.
See, this is the one I'm talking about. These are the statements.
I was
don't
the
like to
hardest I've ever been in my life, okay? All right? He's going at Ben. He's going at Ben every chance he get, okay?
Okay.
And it was amazing, Sean. It was
Okay.
amazing. And you know what's crazy? He was probable to start that. He was probable and is scared. I thought I was about to have blue balls. But no. They played each other.
you not?
Joel dunked next to him, but we're going to say that he dunked on him. He dunked. He twisted in the air. He looked at him. They were talking shit. I loved it. We won, and I was left with a happy ending. What's up?
Is it my turn?
No. Seth Curry, we want you back.
I don't even know if we do.
I do.
I don't know if we do.
I'll trade Shake.
I mean, yeah, I guess if he gets Shake's minutes, sure, we'll take him. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good upgrade. But at the same time, it's like there's no world where you trade Shake Milton for Seth Curry straight up. So we probably have to give up more than just Shake Milton.
Matisse,
And I don't know if Seth is that much better than Shake that I would be willing to give up Shake
on this
and
team,
another player.
On this team, yes. Seth is more on this team. Seth is more valuable than Shake.
Okay.
Just because he can do everything that Shake can do, plus he'll just stand in the corner. Shake looks like he's having a stroke when he's shooting a three.
But he makes them.
Sometimes. When Seth is open, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
When
that's
Shake
true.
is over, when Shake is open, it's questionable.
Well, what would be the trade? Shake and what for Seth?
You know what's crazy? I think it would be a 3-teamer because I don't think the Nets would trade with us straight up. I don't think
No, they
Nets,
wouldn't.
So, like, they're all talking about trading Patty Mills, a Seth Curry, or Joe Harris already. That's what they're talking about. And seeing that Seth Curry could be possibly up for grabs, and he's a free agent this year, I'm telling you, man, I've had the biggest heart on since, okay?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Patty Mills too.
I want Seth.
I would
Patty
prefer
Mills
Seth, sure.
is 89, and I don't need any more slow-footed players on this team. Okay, Seth is enough. It's enough. He's enough. Okay. Don't yawn. Don't yawn.
I mean,
okay.
I love the idea of getting Seth Curry back. I just don't see it happening.
I see that,
especially now that what we're giving up is Shake.
He's a free agent this year.
Now, what I will say is that and this is, this is a lot, but the Nets have been in need of another big for a while. Nick Claxton is obviously great, but they need another big to mix things up. I mean, Shake Milton and Paul Reed.
Can I throw in the fact that Nicholas Claxton was selected with a pick of ours?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what that trade was? Do you know?
It wasn't the James Harden trade. It was before that.
No, it was way before that.
It was was it Chris Humphries?
No, it was Trevor fucking Booker. We gave away Nicholas Claxton for Trevor fucking Booker for a half a year of Trevor Booker. We traded
I remember that.
a guy who would be perfect as a backup center for Trevor fucking Booker. Trevor Booker, who barely played. Trevor Booker was Amir Johnson before Amir Johnson got to the Sixers. We traded that for Nicholas Claxton.
I remember that. Trevor Booker wasn't terrible, but at the same time, that was like a process team. So
we traded.
There was not much.
No, we weren't
not much
to
be happy about.
We weren't the process team at that point. We had Nike jerseys at that point.
We were still the process. If it was before Amir Johnson, then it was before.
No, because JJ Redick came the first year of the Nike jerseys, so that was past the that was Joel's second year. And we
okay. So it was the official end of the process.
Yeah, it was. Well, I guess the start of the rewards, quote unquote, of the process.
Yeah, the official. Joel's first year was probably the official end of the process, and his second year, which was Ben's first year, and JJ's first year, that was the official beginning of the Sixers being contenders. Not contenders, but, well, yeah, I mean, I'd say contenders. We were third in the East. Won 52 games, so, yeah, sure.
We traded Nicholas Claxton for this motherfucker.
Oh, my God.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy.
That's Trevor Booker, yes. I see the picture. I see the picture of Trevor Booker, yes.
He was here, and now he's here. And you know who's over there? Nicholas fucking Claxton.
Yeah. But you never answered my question.
What is your question, Sean?
I said Shake Milton and Paul Reed.
That still
if it's a three,
the money work.
Well, if it's a three-teamer, Shake Milton and Paul Reed to the Nets, they probably send Seth Curry to us and then some other player somewhere else.
Hey, next pod, I think is the perfect time to go back over our teams.
Okay.
I have to listen to the pod again. I have to listen to that pod again just to write down shit. Because I definitely don't have that same. I think I might have deleted it.
Yeah, the Nets. Like if the Nets were to trade Seth Curry to us, some other player somewhere else, to what other third team?
What if we
and
get
then
Seth
we send Shake and Paul to the Nets.
What if
the third team sends the Nets a draft pick?
What if there's a I'm gonna make it this trade. I'm gonna make it this trade because it's on my mind.
Okay.
I'm going to make it this trade, and you're gonna say yes because if you say no,
I'm gonna say yes. You just know that right off the rip.
I will jump off a bridge.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to see that on the pod.
Nope, they're gonna see it. Where? What was the other?
Not on the pod. I don't. Any other time.
Nets, boom.
Yeah, I'd be interested, but
Boom.
not while we're recording.
Boom.
Oh, but
Boom.
By the way, I remember a while ago we were having a conversation about the Sixers record, and I think they were in like 4th place at the time or 3rd, and I specifically remember saying I think the Sixers can get to 1st place, and you said the lead that Boston had, you just didn't see them giving up that lead. Well, guess what, buddy? We're 2 games out of 1st place.
2.5.
We're 2.5 games out of 1st place. We're only one loss. We only have one more loss than Boston. They played more games than us.
You keep forgetting 2 and above. Give it a shove. So we're really 3 games behind them. Don't you question me?
We're 2.5 games behind them, and it's only 2.5 games because they played more games than us. We're really only like 2 games behind because we only have 1 more loss, and we have, I think, 4 less wins. So it's a weird equation, but technically we're very close to being in 1st place. And on top of that, we are trending in the right direction, whereas Boston is not. Boston is on a 3-game losing streak as of right now. We're on a 6-game winning streak.
Suck my dick, white America. I was watching Tyler, the Creator, and that's what happened. So,
no.
Why?
Matisse.
Matisse gotta go.
No.
For Seth Curry?
No.
We have D'Anthony Melton.
Shake and Paul for Seth? Yes. D'Anthony Melton's a starter. We're talking about somebody that's going to play next to Tyrese.
And what did he do when Ben Simmons was sitting out?
Who,
Play
Paul?
next to Tyrese.
Who, Shake?
No, Seth.
What are you talking about? Seth? Yes. I know, but I'm saying you're talking about we got D'Anthony Melton. D'Anthony Melton's a starter. We need other defenders off the bench. That's why I don't want to give up Matisse.
Matisse 9 times out of 10 is not going to be here.
If you don't give up Matisse, your bench unit is now Tyrese Maxey, Seth Curry, Matisse Thybulle.
But Matisse barely gets played anyway.
Only because of the start. Look at who we have in the starting lineup. We have D'Anthony Melton now. We have PJ Tucker. We have Joel Embiid. We have decent defenders in the starting lineup.
If we're not using him, why keep him?
Because there's no reason to get rid of him.
Yes, because
there's literally no reason to get rid of him.
And he's solid.
We're not using him all the time. We're not using him all the time in games right now.
But what's the point when you get somebody that you're going to use all the time?
Because, Marquise, we still have to think about down the line. We don't know if all these guys are going to stay healthy for the entire duration of the season or the playoffs. You still want to have as many capable defenders.
Daniel House.
You think Daniel House is a better defender than Matisse?
No, but you said you still need a capable defender. Daniel House is a capable defender.
Just but he's capable, sure.
But you can't.
Wouldn't you rather have a better one?
I would rather have a better shooter.
No, not when you have George Niang and Seth Curry next to him.
So how are we going to get Seth Curry?
I just told you. I said I don't want to do the deal if we have to get rid of Matisse. The answer is you don't have Seth Curry. That's what I'm saying.
And that's not a reality I'm okay to live with. Okay?
That is the reality as of right now. So
that is not in my reality. Not in my head. Not in my head. Okay. Seth is still in the Sixers jersey.
We talked about this, okay?
Still there.
Me, you, and your therapist, and we've all talked about this.
He's still looking good.
Reality is reality. What's happening in your head is not reality.
He has patches in his beard, and he's like 30. And it doesn't make sense. It's like, when is it going to fully grow?
Who are you talking about?
Seth Curry. It's weird. He has a weird beard, and it doesn't make sense.
Steph has a weird beard.
But Steph is Steph, so you let it go.
Does he? I feel like Steph's beard is kind of filled in recently. I don't know. I can't remember. But either way, here, I'll put together a trade.
I don't want your trade.
To show you what I'm thinking. Because if I don't feel like you have to give up Matisse.
I really feel like... Look, you see it? You see it? Hold up. I'm going to show you.
I don't feel like that's
weird,
necessary.
Okay? It's like a little patch there. Sean, look at it. Look at it. There's a little patch there. It's like...
Look at what? The picture of Seth Curry's beard?
It's just a little patch there. I don't understand it. You're like 35. Why do you still have patches? It's like...
I mean, it happens.
It shouldn't.
My beard is kind of like that.
Not mine.
Sort of. Not really.
My beard is all one thing. This is all one thing. And I'm only 22. Okay? I don't understand. You know what's crazy? Just off topic. Just off topic. It was just Marquise. I like complain that my beard isn't growing, but then I remember that I'm only 22.
Yeah.
I feel so like life has made me feel so much older. And I've been placed in situations where I've had to be an adult sometimes, to the point that I forget that I'm only 22. It is crazy. Okay? Oh,
what?
I want to bring this up, okay? Wait, let me go to it. Where's the latest? Boom. The Nuggets are looking at trades for Bones Highland, which seems stupid. What's the next one? Golden State is Chicago is looking to possibly blow it up.
Really?
Not Chicago. Washington.
Ah, that makes sense.
Washington. Chicago is trying to get 2 first-round picks for Alex Caruso.
Okay.
Nikola Jokic. I said fuck Nikola Jokic, but I'm gonna take that away temporarily until tomorrow because he said that Joel Embiid should be a starter in the All-Star game. It's crazy how we go fuck Nikola Jokic. Well, I don't really technically go fuck Nikola Jokic. He just catches fucking strays because of Joel. So yeah. And they are really like friends, and I don't like it. Hate him, Joel. Milwaukee offered Grayson Allen for Cam Reddish, so that little second round pick shit, that shit is dead.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is over. If you're getting Grayson Allen and as an option for Cam Reddish, that was those 2 second round pick shit. That shit's over. Chicago, the Chicago is looking to move Andre Drummond. Hello. I'm trading Matisse for Andre Drummond. Because it would literally just be Matisse for Andre Drummond. There would be no extra. Actually, I would probably trade Matisse and Montrez just to get Montrez off.
Why do you hate Montrez so much?
Because he's not. I don't necessarily hate him per se. He's like if James Ennis was a center. He's just there.
Okay.
He has good moments, but then it's like you kind of poking him with a stick, asking him to do something. And I have no time for that. He doesn't rebound. We're a terrible rebounding team. You know who rebounds well? Andre Drummond. Okay? He doesn't play defense.
Is true.
Andre Drummond doesn't play defense, but Andre Drummond is also 280 pounds. So not only does he just have the natural body weight to not be moved around, he's also 6'11". Montrezl Harrell is 6'7". Okay? All right? Montrezl Harrell is close in height to me. All right? Not to say that I'm 6'7", but just to say that I feel like I could fucking post up Montrezl Harrell. And I can probably score a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I would have my career high against Montrezl Harrell every time I play him. All right?
Yeah.
New York is also the Dallas Mavericks are also trying to get Cam Reddish. I think Cam Reddish would be great in Dallas because he will have like free range to do shit. They're literally like, someone please do something. Like somebody other than Luka, please do something. And I think Reggie Bullock was the name that was thrown out there. Joel is second in fucking MVP race right now. He's second in the MVP race. Now I'm mad again. I'm fucking mad again, Sean. I'm mad again. He is second in the MVP race and he's sitting on the fucking bench. You want Joel sitting on the bench? If I'm Joel, I'm not playing. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not play. I would like, okay, this is what y'all want to do? Y'all want to keep disrespecting me? You want to keep disrespecting me? I'm sitting. I'm pulling the Jimmy Butler.
You know what I would do?
I'm not fucking playing. What?
I think a better option would be for him to play and win the All-Star Game MVP.
Because
just completely dominate everybody,
Sean. And it's not like it's a restriction.
Like go out and get
the
75
game.
fucking points.
Literally, whoever's the coach of it, I think is going to be whatever. What's his name? The Celtics guy who filled in. I don't know his name. Don't really care. He's going to be the coach, right?
Yeah.
Literally, what I would do. I kind of wish that because it's still a month away. It's still like little less than a month away. Hopefully, we take the shit and then Doc does it. Doc is the coach, and can you imagine if literally after tip off, Doc puts Joel in the game, takes fucking Kyrie out, take Kyrie and Donovan Mitchell out, and just puts Joel in the game and go, Joel, 1 point.
Like, yeah, we're losing. Joel, get in there. We need some defense.
Right. The game literally just tipped off. Okay, it literally just tipped off. And then he's like, well, I feel like the plus-minus without him off the floor, it's just not good enough. Joel, hop in the game. Because it's like literally, there's not, like, inside the game, there's no restrictions. But to the lineup is a restriction. Like, literally, you can literally take Donovan Mitchell out inside the game, right? In regulation of the game. And put Joel in, and there's no problem, right? But yet, you can't let Joel start the game. Because, you know, like, we all know Joel's closing the game. Like, you have to put your, like, when the time is over and all the fun shit is done, yada, yada, all that shit is cool. When it's time to win, you're going to put Joel in there. You just are. If you don't put Joel in there, you're fucking high. You're fucking high. Whoever, what's his name? Mazzulla, whatever the fuck. If he doesn't put Joel in,
Joe Mazzulla,
high.
I think.
He's high as fuck. Okay? If he does not put in Joel, I'm going to go to the NBA and I'm going to have him tested for drugs. Because there's no fucking way that you don't put in a guy who was averaging 33 and 10, Sean. 33 and 10. 33. 2 threes. That's 2 threes. Okay? That is 2 threes, Sean.
It is.
2.
It is
2
2
of
threes.
them. That's 2 threes. Not 1. It's 2. Okay? Not 1 3, which is PJ Tucker's fucking average right now. We're talking about 2 threes. He's averaging enough for him and PJ. Okay? All right? He's averaging enough for him and PJ.
Yep.
Sean, he can give PJ 6 points and still be one of the league leading scorers.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
And you have him coming off the bench for Jason Tatum, whose team is falling. Giannis, whose team is falling. The Nets, who are going to explode soon. Kyrie Irving, who's 1 tweet away from being out the league. Donovan Mitchell, who dropped 71 and no one cared.
People cared.
No one cared.
He got drug tested.
No one. Okay, the NBA cared. Who cares? Okay, Danny Green got drug tested because he dunked. Okay, so I don't want to hear shit. All right, he scored 71. We don't care. Okay, we don't care.
Okay,
he scored 71 on Chicago. All right, who the fuck plays defense on Chicago except for Alex Caruso, who wasn't even playing that game? Lonzo has no knee. Okay, he no longer has a knee. His knee is dead. Okay, his knee is gone.
Not has no knee.
His knee is dead, Sean.
Lonzo has no knee.
He has no knee. His knee's dead. It's never coming back. All right? He can't walk upstairs. Has no knee. He has one of those chairs that he presses the button and it takes him up the steps. Okay? Dead knee. Okay? You scored 71 and you needed 2 overtimes to do it. Okay? I can score 71 in 2 overtimes. Am I over? Can I really do it? No. But I think I could, and that's all that matters. If Joel would have went to overtime, he already had 59 points. You telling me he's not getting close to 70? You needed extra help to get there. I feel like if you don't do it in regulation, it doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter.
If you don't do it in well,
doesn't matter. When Kobe scored 81, did he need overtime?
It did go into overtime, didn't it?
No, it did not. It did not go overtime.
It didn't?
No, it didn't go to overtime. Kobe didn't need overtime.
Wow.
He didn't need no fucking overtime. There's no fucking overtime for Kobe. Fucking baller. Fucking baller.
Yeah, no overtime.
And then on top of that, they were down, Sean. They were down.
Yeah.
He made them come back.
Yep. Yeah, he dragged them back.
Overtime. You think Wilt needed overtime when he maybe or maybe not scored 100 points?
What do you mean maybe or maybe not?
There was no cameras, Sean.
Oh my God. There were literally like hundreds, if not thousands of people there. And there were reporters. Like, plenty of people were there to see it live.
I said, fuck it. He's close to it. Just round it up.
Round it up.
I said, fuck it. He's at 65. Let's just say he made 100. Nobody fucking watched the game. So they have no choice but to believe us. Let's take a picture. Let's write a little 100 on it. He did it. Nobody saw that shit. He scored 100 in a game nobody saw, Sean. And just posted a picture with an 100 drawn on it. Sean, I can say I scored 7,000 points, Sean, in a game nobody seen. And hold up a picture
People
that
saw
says
it.
7,000. No media. There's no footage of this shit. For all I know, the game got canceled. The game is canceled, Sean.
Marquise.
There was no one in the arena, Sean.
The game got canceled.
The game got canceled. It was the floor was icy, and because the hockey puck and the ice below it. The game got canceled, Sean. Game didn't even happen. Okay, Wilt was in there playing shot put. Okay, he was doing a little thing where you put the little mini vacuum shit and you scrub, you clean the shit. He was doing that shit in there, and he scored 100 points in that. And they was like, fuck it, give him 100. Put on your jersey. We're going to say that you scored 100. That's what happened, Sean. That's how he scored 100. Actually, shot put is not the name of that shit. Shot put is when you throw the rock.
You're right.
That is called cleany sweepy thing. That's what that's called. Don't Google it.
I know what it's called.
It's called cleany sweepy thing.
I know what it's called. Damn, I know what it's called.
Sweepy. Ice capades.
No. Damn. It's curling. Yes, it's curling. Okay.
You want to see what I Googled?
No.
I'm going to show you anyway.
Oh my God. Why are we both sharing our screen?
Look at mine. Look what I Googled.
Cleany.
I spelled Olympic wrong.
Cleany sweepy Olympic game. Yeah, and you spelled Olympic wrong.
I mean, I spelled it how it sounds. Where the fuck the Y is in there? It doesn't make sense.
All right, let me show you what I made here.
Show me your trade that I want to say no to just because I don't want it to be better. No! Of course not. No! TJ Warren? One. TJ Warren is actually playing good. Shake Milton.
Because Kevin Durant is out, yes.
He was playing good before Kevin Durant was out. He was averaging like 10 points a game off the bench.
For the Nets, he wasn't even playing that much. And even then, look who they're getting in return. You're getting Jay Crowder. Who's probably better next to Kyrie and KD anyway.
You know what? I like to point out...
And Paul Reed.
Why? Listen here. I don't care. Get me Seth Curry on this team, okay? Give me Seth Curry. Give me Cam Reddish.
This is a good trade.
Or give me Def. And I'm willing to die for the things I believe in, Sean.
I believe you. But this is a good trade. This is not a bad trade.
To die for the things I believe in, sir.
The Nets give up Seth Curry and TJ Warren. They get in return Jay Crowder and Paul Reed. It says here they gained 3 wins. I mean,
you think T.J. Warren is going to want to go back to the Suns.
I mean, I don't think it'll matter.
After they hold him.
I don't think it will matter.
I think it would. Me personally, I wouldn't want to go back to
No,
a team.
I don't think it will. You know why? Because it's not fucking up to him.
He can be like, no, not today. I don't want to do it.
I mean,
free DeAndre.
Then basically he'll be in the same situation that Jay Crowder was in. The only difference is the Suns get 2 players and a draft pick for it. By the way, one of them is via Houston or Philadelphia. I don't know if that Houston thing is protected. I think that Houston pick might be a pretty nice pick. If I'm Phoenix, I definitely do it. If I'm the Nets, you're not worried about picks right now. Obviously, winning is more important. You get somebody who can come in and help you, and you get another big who can play pretty good defense and rebound when Nick Claxton isn't in the game. And then we get Seth Curry.
Also, to all the Nets fans that was talking shit, saying that they should have beaten us. 1, you didn't, and 2, you lost to the Pistons. So, boom, roasted.
Right. You can't say, oh, we should have beat the number 2 team in the East when you lost to the Pistons.
You lost to the Pistons.
That's just not how it works.
It's literally
That's just not how it works.
Okay.
I don't get Nets fans.
Because they're not really
like the ones, like the Nets fans who are like old school Nets fans who were fans back when like Jason Kidd and like, you know what I mean? Like back when they were the New Jersey Nets. That
all
makes
the real
sense.
Net fans
but
are
all
in
the
New
people
Jersey.
who just came out of the woodwork, like recently, who were just now becoming Nets fans, like, bro, you've never had anything really to cheer for besides this year. Even last year, you had Kyrie and Kevin Durant, and they could never get on the floor together. The year before that, KD was hurt. Like, I don't understand what makes you so confident. Like, oh, we got KD and Kevin Durant. I mean, Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Of course, we're gonna win a championship. No, that's not how that works. If you look around, there's another MVP candidate in your division. There's a 2-time MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in your conference. Like, I don't understand what makes you think you're just going to walk to the championship.
Do you know how many points Ben Simmons scored against the Detroit Pistons?
Oh, 0?
Yup. Fucking 0. He scored 0 points. So all y'all talking about, oh, Ben showed up.
Now, if you're PJ Tucker and you're getting paid to play defense.
Ben sat out the entire fourth quarter because he was scared. Not because he was scared, obviously. Not because he was scared. But because Jacques Vaughn was scared for him. They were scared it was going to hack at Ben, and it was going to kill his confidence, and then he was going to sit out for another year, and then he was going to request a trade, and then he was going to end up on the Pistons, and then he was going to ask to play basketball, and then he was going to sit out again, and then he was going to continuously sit out until he retires. And Ben Simmons needs. I'm done talking about Ben Simmons.
To be coddled.
He needs to be coddled and burped and all this shit. Everything has to be laid out for him. And Nets, that's your problem now. Stay blessed. Because I'm gonna let you know something. We robbed the fuck out of you. We robbed the fuck out of you.
And it's funny because for so long, this is honestly the Ben Simmons for James Harden trade might be like one of, as of right now, it's not looking like it, but one of the most even trades in the world.
This is how I look at it.
For a while, like we got James, he was playing. Ben wasn't playing for them, but they got Andre Drummond and Seth Curry who were playing, and they were playing great. Meanwhile, James was like doing amazing, and then we get to the playoffs and he disappears a little bit. Ben again just doesn't play. Then this year starts and Harden's dribbling too much and he's not passing enough. Ben is playing pretty good defense and being the facilitator that the Nets needed, and it's looking like, oh, the Nets won the trade. Then the things just like flip again. And then like Harden starts being point guard Harden. And Ben goes back to being like, the visible man.
This is how I think about trades. This is how I think about him. If you had to now trade that person that you just traded for, what are you getting back? Are you getting more? Are you getting the same? Or are you getting less? With Ben Simmons, you are getting less. You're getting less.
Different. But you're getting less. You're getting less. You're getting less for sure. But what you were hoping to get from him is not what you were getting from the other guy.
You're going to get a Porzingis type trade where you turn one contract into two. That's literally what you're going to do. You're going to end up trading him because they're going to trade him. It's inevitable. He's not a guy when they're
going to trade Ben.
Yeah, when he's not a guy like you thought when KD was going to request a trade and Kyrie was going to leave, and you were like, oh, we're going to build around Ben. He's not that guy. We told you he wasn't that guy. You believed that he was that guy. He sat out for a year, was supposed to play Game 4, didn't play Game 4, left the fucking group chat, but didn't leave the group chat and all this other bullshit. You thought he was this guy. He's not that guy. And now you have to lay in the bed that you made because he's not good. He's a triple single guy. Okay? Not even a triple double. He's a triple single. He doesn't like make free throws. He made him then.
He's a double and two high singles.
Two high
a
singles.
Low double and two high singles.
He doesn't look at the rim. Okay?
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think he knows. I think someone has to be out on the floor. I think he needs, you know how sometimes when you're deaf, you get assigned, there's somebody who, like, you know, interpretates for you. I think on the floor, you need, like, somebody in each corner to, like, point at the rim. Like, you just need someone just to remind him where he's going, because I think he gets lost on the floor. We just have to remind him, hey, the rim is the goal. You know, you just need somebody out there to just remind him that he's a basketball player. You know, like someone just out there and just showing him like his fucking Wells Fargo account and just going, hey, you made this money because you're a basketball player. So, play basketball, you know, and that's enough about Ben Simmons. It's their problem now. Ha ha, losers. What else?
So let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you something. What's as of right now? We're about halfway through the season, coming up on All-Star break. What is your predictions for the playoffs? How do you think things pan out? What's your bracket in the East looking like?
All right, let me get.
Do you think it stays the same as how it is right now? Who moves up? Who moves down?
Let me get it in front of me. All right, let me get it in front of me. So currently,
I got the standings in front of me right now. You want me to read it off to you?
I got it in front of me too.
Okay.
So right now, going into the playoffs, obviously, I think Sixers could move. Hopefully we stay healthy. January is our month. It's always been our month, and it's proven again. We're the hottest team in the NBA. Also, we're playing well. That's great.
But January is almost over.
January is almost over, but February is right around the corner, and I believe that we're gonna start to make strides. I think Milwaukee is trending down. They're not.
I mean, they're on a 2-game winning streak,
but they've played no one. They had a pretty serious.
They played
Denver without
production.
Nikola Jokic, and they played the Pistons.
Yeah,
and I think they're playing somebody right now, but I don't know.
They are playing the Indiana Pacers. Actually, they beat them already.
All right, so they are tied. They're in front of us right now. Then,
no,
because that's their 32nd win. Oh, no, but they still have 17 losses. So they're still behind us.
Right. And I think that was...
So we would literally have to we have to win tomorrow in order to keep second.
And no, that's their 31st win.
Those 32nd.
You sure?
So it doesn't update right away. So what you need to do is go to, like, click on the Bucks. Like, actually go to Bucks, type in Bucks. And it'll tell you what their actual one is.
Yeah, it says 31-17. It has the game. It has the game they just played already on here with the box score and everything. But the standings still say 31-17.
You see it?
Oh, yeah. I see it now.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
So tomorrow we have to win
Google.
in order to keep our second place.
Yes.
And I think we are.
We're only a half game ahead of the Bucks.
I think hopefully Jokic plays because I think Joel has something to prove. He definitely has something to prove. Obviously, he takes these 101s very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
He is 4-2 against Jokic.
Yeah.
He's going to make it 5-2, and I think Joel is going to go high 40s, low 50s. If I have to make a prediction, I think he's going to make a fucking statement. Like, I mean, make a statement. I don't think he's going to do any of the calling for fouls, winning that shit. I think he's going to go in there like fucking Michael Jordan, Game 6, and he's going to show his ass. And I just feel it. I just feel that way. He's listed as probable, but if Jokic is playing, he's going to play.
Yeah.
Like
he said, I think he said, if I can walk, I can play.
Yeah. I think the Sixers are making him probable because they want to make sure, obviously safety precautions, all that good stuff. But if he can play, he will play. Yeah. And I just think Jokic needs to pray. I think he needs to start praying now, because Joel's coming. And that game is home, if I'm not mistaken. That is a home game for us. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. Yes, it is a home game for us. I'm going to pray for Nikola Jokic because Joel Embiid is coming, and he's going to let Jokic up. I feel like he's going to lock Jokic down. He's going to take it very seriously. I think he goes in there and he shows the league that I'm nothing to be fucked with.
Yeah,
and he does it, and I feel as though that performance right there will leapfrog him over Jokic, because especially if it gets to a point where Jokic is not guarding him. If there's a point where Aaron Gordon is on him, when Jokic is on the floor, we have to start. The conversation has to start that on one end he's guarding him, on the other end he's hiding. That has to be put into consideration, because there is no way.
If that's the case, make him get some switches, make him guard Joel.
Yeah, I mean that's what Joel was doing with Ben. They was running pick and roll, and they were making sure Ben got on him. Yeah, he was literally picking out Ben. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Ben did a good job on Joel. I'm not gonna be mad at him. Yeah, he did a good job on him. Like Joel,
Ben was a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and I would argue that he should have won it. So I wasn't expecting to just get cooked completely.
But one thing I will say is that I will give Ben credit, because when he went up against Joel, he won the matchup, because Joel, he did foul Joel, he did strip the ball. I just think Joel was too hype for the moment. Yeah. Rather than he was so determined to bully him that he lost himself a little bit. That's what I would say. But I think next time around when we play them in Brooklyn, I feel like he's gonna be way more calm because it's out the way. The first initial meeting is out the way, and I feel like he goes back to business as usual. Obviously, he's never going to be the same because he's going to want that. Because even though he scored 26 and 10, he was 6 for 18. He wasn't his best game by any means. But I feel like it's out the way. So I guess not even say the jitters, but the fact that the thought that he had to prove himself. You left me, you didn't want to play with me, that whole thing. I think that's out the window. He got the win. Cool. He's doing the DX fucking celebration. He just got fined for that. So
the only thing that I hate is that the Nets still have the excuse of, the Sixers haven't beaten us at full strength.
But
because last year they didn't have, I think, Ben or Kyrie. I'm trying to remember. They were we played each other twice or 3 times last year.
We played each other 3 times. KD won the first one, and he told Joel to get off. Yeah, Joel won the second time and told him to go home. Yeah. And then the other one was after the trade where the Nets blew us out.
Right.
But what I will say is, when last time we played the Nets, we had no Kyrie, we had no Maxey, Harden, and Joel Embiid, and we blew them the fuck out.
Right.
And they were fully healthy. We played them again. They have KD, but they still put up a fight. So I don't want to hear no excuse to that, because like people go, "Oh, we had KD, we win that easily." No, that's not how that works. Okay, right. Joel obviously going to play better. Somebody's going to step up. The game changes. You know, you don't just insert KD in the third quarter and go, "Hey, KD, now play." No, it's a whole preparation of it.
Hey, go beat them.
Right, you don't do that. It's a whole preparation. There's a whole game mind, sets and all that changes when KD is on the floor. So there's a lot of adjustments. That's what I'm looking for when KD plays. So there's never going to be, oh, KD's back, so he's going to win. It's What is KD record? I want to see KD.
Well, we haven't played them at full strength in the Jacques Vaughn era. That's one thing I am looking forward to. If I'm being honest, it's weird. Did you expect Steve Nash to be as bad of a coach as he was?
I don't think he was a bad coach, and I'm gonna say I feel like he was in a fucked up situation. He had no experience, never coached high school, never coached college. First thing he gets is Kyrie and Kevin Durant, two of the most skilled players, yes, two of the most skilled players of all time. But he also gets two of the most controversial and just miserable at times players.
Yeah.
Like, you started the year with both of them might not be on the team. Yeah. Now all of them are on the team. So, like, the adjustment, them not even wanting you to be there, them feeling like they don't need a coach, Kyrie saying we don't need a coach, like, all that, I feel like Steve Nash, one, is probably going to get it. I don't know if he's going to get a second chance. I don't know if he even wants to coach.
I think his best bet is to do...
I
think his best bet is to go to a team that could use his knowledge and experience, but doesn't necessarily need him to win. Because I think the biggest thing with Steve Nash was that he was coming into championship expectations, which is hard for any rookie head coach in any situation, regardless of who your players are.
What I would say is it's hard for a player coach, like a coach that is a player, to come into a situation where the players that you're coaching are better than you, right? They're better than you were as a player. So, and also,
I don't know if Kyrie was. I don't know if Kyrie is.
And you're not as accomplished as these players, right? You have the two MVPs.
That's the distinction.
But they have the championships. They have the one thing that you never got. So, in situations where he could be giving a speech, oh, this is not championship basketball, this is not this, Kyrie, I know for sure, can look at him and go, but I have a championship. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel like Kevin, that's what he was getting.
Kevin has finals MVPs.
I feel like Kevin was not the problem as much as it was Kyrie.
No, it was Kevin, too. Because remember when Kevin gave the ultimatum saying that he wanted to get traded, he said, you can trade me or you can fire the coach and the GM. You're right. He said he wanted Steve Nash and... what's his name? Sean Marks.
Oh yeah,
I think he wanted them fired.
I mean, he got half. He got half of that.
Yeah, he got half of that.
Joel Embiid is 2-5 versus Kevin Durant, but we have to factor in that Kevin Durant was on one of the most unstoppable teams. Actually, no.
And not only that, but he's a vet. Like, he's been in the league way longer than Joel.
Also, he played Joel when the team was kind of shit.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, Golden State. Oh yeah, this was young Joel because he had 12 points this game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's young Joel. His first year was 2016, 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was young Joel. 12 points.
Because his first year was supposed to be Ben's first year as well.
Yeah, 2016, 2017. Yeah, 12 points, 21 points, terrible efficiency. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The Nets are a weird team. You know what it kind of is? The Nets, to me, are like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
Joel Embiid is 1-0 versus Ben Simmons.
Yes, he is. To me, the Nets are like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA, where they have talent and they have the names and they have all the glitz and the glamour, but they haven't done anything together as a unit. They haven't actually accomplished anything. So why they have so much hype, I never understand. Besides just the marketing machine and, you know, the media loves them and all the storylines and, you know, all the drama and everything like that. People love to talk about them, and they love, you know, all the different things that surround that organization. But at the end of the day, they haven't actually done anything. And for the most part, it's a struggle just to get them all on the court together. Like, Kevin Durant is great, but he's got the same issues that people say Dak Prescott has, where it's like, is he really a leader? He's always hurt. Is he, you know, can he carry a team that doesn't have other superstars on it, particularly other superstars who are going to be vocal and be that leader and be that locker room presence? Can he carry that kind of a team to a championship? And as of right now, he has not proven that he can do that. Even when he was in OKC and they made it to the finals, like, you were the guy, but
he is not
you couldn't do it.
Right?
Yeah.
He's not a leader. So it's not like a situation where the Sixers have had where it's like Joel is the best player, but Tobias Harris is more of the leader, right? He has, I mean, I guess you could go Patty Mills, but it's like Patty Mills is not one of those guys. Whereas,
and even then, Patty's not even a starter.
Right. Patty Mills.
Tobias is at least a starter and a veteran, like not just a veteran,
Patty
but like
Mills
he's been a star.
He had a DMP versus us.
Right. Tobias has been on teams where he's looked like an all-star. Tobias is like, he's a starter for a reason.
But also what I would say is Tobias has the respect of the stars.
Right.
So what he says is backed by them. I can't say that what Patty Mills says is being backed by KD and Kyrie.
Exactly.
Like,
Even though
I know
Patty
for
Mills
sure,
has won a couple championships himself.
I know for sure if Tobias says some shit, Joel probably nodded his head like on some. He's right. Because, you know,
and not only that, but I think I was going to say, I think Joel also is a leader, but the difference is Joel's also just not. What'd you say?
By example?
No, not even just by example, but I think he's growing into the vocal leadership aspect of it. Like, I think the difference is Joel's getting to the point where he has to understand how to talk to everyone. Like, him and Jimmy got along so well because they're both assholes. Mm-hmm. Like, we saw even in that playoff series when we got swept by Boston, like, when Joel was going off on Shake, you can't talk to everybody like that. Everybody doesn't respond that way. Mm-hmm. Like, he's getting to the point where he's doing, like, the team dinners and, like, those type of leadership stuff, but on the court, he's getting to the point where now he has to understand, I can't talk to everybody the same way. I have to be more encouraging with certain guys. It's crazy because tougher on other guys.
Joel brought that up in a press conference this year. I think Shake had a great game or something like that. And I think Joel said something along the lines of, "It's crazy that I was about to slap this guy," or so. He said something like funny like that.
Yeah.
And I want to show you this. This is what, I don't know if you've seen this, but this was at the Sixers event that they had. So literally the whole entire team and just fucking Tobias being a dickhead. And Daniel House is rapping.
Where is Joel?
I already was there, but he wasn't on stage. Literally, the team chemistry, bro. But just shit like that. Just shit like that. Like, when is the last time we've seen a team all together? Right? because I think Joel and James, they were doing like media shit. So they weren't on the thing when he was doing that shit. But like, when is the last time we've seen the entire team together? Right. Like, they are happy in the success of another. Mm-hmm. Like, we've always had the turmoil of is it Ben's team or is it Joel's team? And then Joel takes lead, and it just seems like Ben doesn't give a fuck no more because it's like, oh, all right, I gotta defer to Joel every time. But this is like, we've literally got to the point where if Joel sees that Tobias is going, Joel's going to stand at the top of the key. He's going to tell Tobias to post up, and he's going to give it to him, and he's going to go do your shit. Tyrese, you going? I'm gonna get the ball. You're going to run off these screens. I'm going to give it to him. You're going to get your mid-range. You're going to get to the rim. Cool. Shake, same thing. We are seeing this team just go, okay, we're going to feed the hot hand. I don't give Joel literally going, I don't give a fuck if I'm the best player. I don't give a fuck about best player. In this moment, you're the best player.
Right.
Now here's the ball, go take us there. That's what I like about this.
I love the sacrifice that's being made, but it seems like it's all being made so willingly and so like without any type of fight. Like, I remember when we talked about it last time, Doc telling Joel, hey, we need you to be aggressive. And Joel's like, Coach, the ball's moving. Like, we're playing good basketball. The flow, like, the game is flowing. I'm not about to mess this up by just trying to force up shots and be super aggressive. James Harden taking a team-friendly deal, turning down money, a significant amount of money, to come back on a team-friendly deal so we can sign P.J. Tucker. Tyrese Maxey, who's in his third year. Like, think about this is why this is so amazing to me. Tyrese Maxey is literally at the stage of his career where he should be selfish. He should be trying to get as many minutes as he can. He should be trying to score as many points as he can because he's trying to get a second contract after his rookie deal. I mean, he's trying to get paid. The second contract is when guys get paid. Rookie deals, you're just proving your worth. So the fact that he's willing to go to Doc and say, hey, I think it's better if I come off the bench. I think it's better for the chemistry. I think D'Anthony probably plays a little bit better next to James. I think I should come off the bench. Like, the level of maturity and focus that it takes to do something like that, and not just at that age, but at his stage, at this particular stage of his career, is huge. And I think it shows how much these guys care about each other, and more importantly, how much they care about winning.
Let's be honest. Tyrese Maxey is going to get paid regardless.
Of course.
Regardless. Look at Tyler Hero.
Yep.
He's going to get that money regardless.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not going to let that motherfucker walk.
No, not at all.
We're not even going to give him the idea that we don't want him. Like, that's as soon as he's ready to get that shit, they're going to be there. The contract is going to be there. The contract probably already drawn up, and they're waiting for the time for him to come sign that shit. Yep. Like Daryl has the contract framed in his office. Mm-hmm. Tyrese walks in and just go, 2 years I'm signing it. Like that. Like it's going to happen regardless. He's going to get his money. He's well worth it. He's probably going to get like a rookie max, and he's fucking worth it. Like, you can't even.
Yeah.
Like, everything we've asked you to do, you've done.
Yeah.
And some.
And then some.
And then you did it all with a smile on your face. Like, there was never a point in time when you were frowning. It was never a point in time where you were iffy. There was never you just fucking did it. And
without losing what got him here.
No.
Like, Doc said, like, hey man, you can't keep doing like these little floaters. Like, that can't be the only thing in your repertoire. He added more mid-range shots. He added the three. He's shooting threes off the dribble. He's shooting threes off the catch. Like, but he can still get to the mid-range and put up a good runner, put up a floater. He can still finish at the rim. He can still go out and dust dudes in transition. Like, he's still the Tyrese Maxey that we saw as a rookie, but with these added skills and, like, refined abilities that have made him an integral part of this team, but also a player that I think a lot of teams would really, really want right now.
This is what I would say, right? He came off the bench against the Nets and had 27 points.
Yep.
27.
Yep.
Right?
Because there's nobody. There's no. That's the thing.
There's nobody can keep
what
up
makes
with
the
them.
Sixers. What makes the Sixers this roster so special is not just the amount of talent. It's the depth. Like, we have everything. Whatever you can ask for, we have somebody who we could put in to fill that request. You need shooting. You need a stretch big. Put in George Niang. You need defense. Put in Daniel House and Matisse Thybulle. Like, you need size. You could. You could put Paul Reed. You could put Paul Reed next to Joel.
Had 10 points.
Yeah,
had 10 points last game.
We've got a good pick and roll big in Montrezl Harrell. We've got, the good defensive big rim runner in Paul Reed, who can also handle the ball a little bit, if we're being honest. Like, we've got pretty much everything that we need. What'd you say?
I said I don't want to see that.
I mean, I've seen some Paul Reed fast breaks. Like, he's not terrible.
One Paul Reed fast break where he put that shit between his legs.
No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm just talking about him just getting to the rim. I don't need to see no finesse. I don't need any of that. Just dribble the ball up the court and get to the fucking rim. Like, there's been a couple times when he's done that. He's going coast to coast a couple times.
Are you talking about the time where
sometimes
he blew
he'll
a fucking
get
dunk?
the rebound, he'll start the break, pass it ahead, and then the other person will just kind of hold it until Paul catches up and then throw the oop to him.
This kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. Now going back to my Cam Reddish point, it kind of sucks that his price just went up. Like, once you get that trade, that because I'm looking at the trade shit, I still do think if Andre Drummond is available, you go get him.
Yeah.
Even if it's like Furkan in a second round pick, or I doubt it. Like, I think they would want a name. I think they would want like
right.
Which I would do. Like, once again, I would do it because that backup center in those times that Joel is off.
But see,
like,
I wouldn't do that.
Andre Drummond is not Joel Embiid by any means, anyway.
But
he can.
The only time I see myself giving up Matisse is if I'm getting another 3-and-D player. I can't justify giving up Matisse to get Andre Drummond when we already have Paul Reed and Montrez.
But neither of them are Andre Drummond.
Of course, but they're still here. So now we have 3 spots being taken up by a backup big.
Trade Montrez in that trade.
Then what's the point of giving up Matisse?
Because he's the name, and they need defense.
I would rather do Montrez and Shake.
But they need defense. The Bulls need defense.
I mean, so you're not getting it.
Getting Matisse in a situation where, one, everybody is perimeter centric there.
Well,
right?
if that's the case, then Paul. Give him Paul and Shake. Or give him Paul and Daniel House.
Why would they want that? Why wouldn't I want the name? It's still Andre Drummond you're getting back.
Because I feel like if the Bulls... Here's the thing. Yes, sure, the name is a thing. Names are big in the NBA. I get that. But wouldn't you rather take the better deal? Like, Paul Reed and Daniel House for Andre Drummond is not a bad deal at all.
This is the thing. You're going at it as a Sixers perspective. I'm going at it as Chicago. If I'm Chicago, give me the person who was just on all defensive team the last 2 years.
I get that. But at the same time, I get it. But at the same time, do you want to get just Matisse, or do you want to get 2 players who can play defense and also give you some, like, one of them is a good 3-and-D player, the other one is a good
Chicago
defender.
If I'm Chicago, give me just Matisse.
Because I get it, like, I get the name thing, but at the same time, these are NBA teams. Like, you have to have recruiters, you have to have scouts who can look at these players and say, "Oh no, I've seen some games where this guy has proven his worth on the defensive end." I would rather take 2 pretty good defenders who can score a little bit, like who can knock down, Daniel House can knock down a 3, Paul Reed can catch lobs. Like, I would rather take 2 solid defenders who can do that versus one who honestly can barely shoot.
But they would not need him to. They're a team where
they wouldn't
would
need
not
him to, but it's not about what you. Sure,
it is.
Are you getting what you need and then some? If you trade Andre Drummond for Matisse, you're getting just what you need and nothing more. If you trade Andre Drummond for Daniel House and Paul Reed, you're getting what you need and a little bit more.
I don't think Paul Reed plays.
Why not? You just got rid of Andre Drummond. Why would you not play him?
Because they have somebody else.
Who?
The fucking, what's his name?
Nick Vucevic?
No. There's somebody else.
Who's their backup center?
They were playing Tony Bradley.
I like Tony Bradley. He was a Sixer for a while.
But
I think he's a good big.
If anything, Paul Reed ends up in the same situation. Because when playoffs come around, they're not playing Paul Reed. Nor are they playing Tony Bradley.
Sure, but it gives you another look. And on top of that, you can still play Daniel House.
I'm just saying, there's no way in hell you get Andre Drummond and you don't give up Matisse. There's not a world. There's not a world.
I understand that. I believe you.
Because
I think you're right.
In your eyes,
I'm just saying that it just doesn't make sense from a general management perspective.
You're trying to finesse the trade.
Me?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Because no one's going to look at Daniel House and Paul Reed, who barely play for the team, and go, we want them for Andre Drummond, who's
Andre Drummond doesn't play either.
What you mean he doesn't play?
He barely plays.
Andre Drummond was just injured. That's why he wasn't playing.
But I'm saying two players who are healthy, who can give you what you desire, for a player who's coming back off an injury. They can't even give us
what we desire. What are we talking about?
What are you talking about? Daniel House barely doesn't look at play. Our teams. But Marquise, you have to remember, look at the rosters. But look at the rosters. Look at the talent we have versus the Bulls. We don't need them. That's the difference.
We need someone when Joel's not there. And
no, we need Andre Drummond. We don't need Daniel House and Paul Reed.
For the exact reason you're saying they should take Daniel House, isn't that a plus for us to still have him after we trade Matisse?
To still have no, because I would rather have Matisse than Daniel House.
But you're
on this team.
But you're taking
not the Bulls on the Sixers.
You're taking out Matisse Thybulle, who doesn't shoot, like you said, does not shoot, doesn't have an offensive game. Daniel House, who's not afraid to shoot, probably shoots way too fucking much for my liking, but he's not afraid to shoot, right? You add in a backup center who is a backup center, not a fringe backup center, an actual backup center that you could use in the playoffs. If you put Montrezl Harrell in the playoffs, you're fucking terrified every minute he's out there because you could swear he's going to get exploited by the other center or whoever they have, because 9 times out of 10 they're going to be a center that can shoot, right?
But
so you have him. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Your same reasoning for wanting to try to trade Daniel House and Paul Reed is the same reason you could use to keep them and trade Matisse, who you really don't need because you're barely playing them.
I get that. But
to get somebody that you need to plug a hole to fill behind your best player, I think it's a no-brainer that you trade. If that comes around, you do that.
I'm not saying it's not a good idea at all. All I'm saying is I think makes more sense given the talent that we have on our roster versus Chicago. Remember, our best player is a center. Any center we get in return is not starting. Never. Ever. They're backup third string best case scenario.
It was never to start. It was to buy time when
I know. But I'm saying what we are getting in return is going to be somebody who's going to be on our bench. Right?
Yes.
A rotation guy.
Matisse is going to be on the bench too.
Okay, sure. But is he going to get as many minutes for the Bulls as Andre Drummond would get for us?
Matisse?
Yes.
There will be games where he will probably fucking start.
Okay.
Like
there will be games where Matisse will start.
But like you said, there will be games where he starts. There's going to be games where they want to bring Alex Caruso off the bench and put Matisse in there just so they can have somebody orchestrate the offense off the bench. There will never be a time where you want to put Joel Embiid off the bench. There's never going to be a time where we go, well, we want somebody who is a better rebounder, so we're going to have Andre Drummond start. Like that would never happen.
But Marquise, think about it. You're making the point for me. We're getting somebody who's always going to come off the bench versus somebody who the Bulls are going to be getting, who they might start sometimes. You're getting somebody who you can start sometimes. We're getting somebody who we're never going to start.
Exactly. Because he's not going to start for us.
That's not a good trade.
Because he's never going to start for us. In the playoffs, Matisse is going to start.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Given the differences in the two rosters, they are getting more than we are.
What were you talking about? Matisse is going to be Matisse or Drummond. You're saying that. Wait, this is
yes.
What you're saying.
I'm not talking about more as in the quantity.
You're
I'm saying more. They're getting somebody who they can use more than we can.
You're saying the talent of the team, Matisse will never get a chance to start, right?
No, I'm saying the talent of the team, Andre Drummond will never get a chance to start, which is true. However,
this is what I'm saying,
for
but I'm saying the
Matisse
same thing.
in the Chicago Bulls organization,
but that's the same thing on both sides. They're never going to start. Vooch.
No,
they're never going to start Andre over Vooch. We're never going to start Matisse over fucking D'Anthony Melton or PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, I don't know.
They're not, bro. Doc is not.
Maybe not, but
Doc is never going to do that.
Doc is not going to do that, but we probably should sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. Doc's logic, he once is a thing is a thing is a thing. Like it's never going to change.
See, you know what the issue is? I'm not thinking about this with Doc in mind.
Everything I do, I think about with Doc in mind. Like when I said trade Tobias,
I'm thinking about versatility.
Drummond is our best bet, right? As a back, because he's the only true backup center we've ever had, where there was no question. When Joel was out, he started. Literally, we had Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard, when Joel was out, was still coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Right? Drummond was the only backup center we had where we were like, okay, we could breathe a little bit. We understand that he's not a great defensive player, but he's a big body that you can't move. And if you miss, he's cleaning that shit up.
My only thing is because of the exact reason why you said the Bulls want Matisse specifically is why I feel like we could get more than Andre.
Why would you want to? What more could you get? You're just trading Matisse. I feel like at that point you're being greedy. I think at that point you're being greedy.
Yeah, but Marquise, that's the thing.
But
when your team is number 2
in
the East, you can be greedy.
Why wouldn't if your team is number 2 in the East without the player that you're trading, right? Majority of the time is without the player that you're trading. And you're going to get a guy that's going to come in and instantly impact your team and make you better. Why not do that?
Because we're still losing, Marquise. This is what I'm trying to tell you. We're still losing a roster spot because now we have more.
Daniel House.
What do you mean? What, trade Daniel House?
No, you have Daniel House.
No, I'm not saying we're losing a player. I'm saying we're losing a roster spot because by adding another person to play the same position that we already have 3 of, you're now creating another player who's never going to play. All the players that we have right now can get minutes in any given game. If you get Andre Drummond, who's going to be our, 4th center, you're now creating a situation where there's going to be at least 1 or 2 players on this roster who will just never, ever play.
Are you talking about Montrez and Paul Reed?
Right.
Fuck them. Fuck them, bro. I don't give
that's
a
what
fuck
I'm
about
saying.
them.
I'm not.
I do
I'm
not
saying
give
it's
two
about
fucks about them. Paul Reed is cool. He's cool.
Marquise,
he's cool. He's
Marquise,
cool.
Marquise,
if you're going
listen to me. It's not about them. It's not about them. It's about the roster spot. We essentially have created a black hole. There's a spot
Trade
being
Montrez
taken up
too.
by nothing.
Trade Montrez too.
That's what I'm saying. You would have to do that as well. But to just do the straight, I would want to do that first.
Either way,
we're in the same time.
We're winning the trade.
Mark, it's for player versus yes.
If we
I
trade
can see
Matisse
that.
and Montrez, we're still winning the trade.
I don't know about that.
What are you talking about? We trade Matisse. Montrez can't do shit. He barely dunks.
Marquise, come on.
He's
God. He's not that useless.
No,
he's not
bro.
That useless.
No, he's not a backup center. He still thinks he's a fucking starter. Only time he said, name a good game that he wasn't a starter in.
Name a good game that he wasn't a starter in?
Name a good game by Montrezl Harrell when he was not a starter.
Nigga, I don't know the games.
Because he doesn't have any.
Nigga, I don't know any good. I don't know games like that. I don't know. I don't even remember the game when Joel scored 50 something. I don't.
Honest to God,
I don't know what game it was.
If Montrezl had a good game off the bench when Joel was there, we would remember that because we would go, damn.
Why would I remember that?
I mean, I would. I would go.
I would never remember.
He did have
such
that
a
one
thing.
game. No. Andre Drummond literally was averaging damn near a double-double with Joel playing.
I know for a fact I would never remember such a thing. However, I will say I don't think Montrez is that useless. That's all I'm going to say. Look, how about this? Against the Jazz, we beat them by 1 point. Montrez has 6 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds in 10 minutes.
Drummond would do better.
Oh, my God. Yes, I'm sure he would. But the point is that Montrez isn't that useless. And I didn't even have to go that far back to find that game.
Find me another one.
Oh, my God. Now I'm just looking through games.
Find me another one.
Jesus. Okay, fine. Let me go back to that freaking page.
Because Andre Drummond was averaging damn near a double-double. Think about it. We were getting two things that we need, right? He's not a great defender, but you could not move him, which evened out the playing field.
I understand. I'm not saying.
And then on top of that,
I'm not saying it's not a bad acquisition. I'm not saying it's a bad acquisition.
It's not. And I'm not saying that you're not saying it. I'm proving case in point why this would work for us, and losing Matisse would not hurt us that much. You can't hurt us when you're barely playing at all. And when you do play, it's fucking a defensive substitution.
Where? Oh, that's right. I'm on the Bulls. You said a game that Joel did not play in, right?
A game that Joel played in, and Montrezl Harrell had a good game.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Joel didn't play in that game. Joel played in this game. He did. Joel played in this game against the Wizards. He had 48 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Montrez had 9 points, 3 rebounds in 9 minutes.
Okay. It's nice.
He's not that useless. That's all I'm saying, is that he's not that useless. That's all I'm saying. Sure, would Drummond do better? Sure. Sure. But, I mean, I don't think he would do... See, my thing is, like I said, as of right now, every player that we have on this roster could get minutes. Could be used at some point. Right? For whatever reason. Even if you just need somebody to come in for a defensive substitution. If that's the case, I still would rather have Matisse than Daniel House.
I just think Andre Drummond is the best player in all of it. Will be the best player in the trade. And that if you had to live with the Daniel House playing those defensive substitution minutes, you take it.
Sure. You could.
I don't think,
but you still create a dead spot with either Montrez or Paul. You would have to move one of them to get another player that you could use. And I don't care about them or their feelings. I'm just talking about shrinking the roster when the whole point of why we made these moves in the offseason was for depth.
Fuck them. That's all. Okay. Like, I know you say you're not talking about the what they're saying. You're just talking about the roster spot. Yada 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 yada. If you trade Montrez and you trade Matisse, you clear up a roster spot.
Yes, but You have to do both.
Right. You do both. Because Montrez...
You didn't say both.
I did say you trade both.
No, I'm talking about in the beginning. You just said straight up Matisse for...
Because you could, and the money would work.
Yeah, of course. But I would rather trade both of them and get 2 players in return.
But I don't think you would get 2 players. What 2 players would you get back?
No, I don't mean specifically 2 players from the Bulls. I mean trade. If you're trading Matisse for Andre Drummond, I'd like to trade Montrez for somebody else, maybe from a different team.
But yeah, you can always do a separate trade.
Yeah.
I don't think Montrez really musters a player. I think you're trading Montrez and you're getting like a 2nd-round pick.
I mean,
I don't think that
Montrez. I'd do Montrez and Shake for Seth.
That's not going to happen.
I'll give him a pick.
They would never do that. Seth Curry is worth a 1st-round pick. Montrez,
I'll give him a
isn't
1st-round
shit.
pick.
We don't have nothing to give.
What are you talking about? Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Marquise. Hold on. Picks. We have 2024 round 1, 2026 round 1, 2028 round 1, 2029 round 1.
Can't trade them. Because we
Can't
traded
trade
2023.
2024?
We can't. No. You traded
Why?
2023. You can't trade 2 picks back to back. We traded 23, so we can't touch 24.
Where? To who?
We traded 23 to Brooklyn.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. And then Brooklyn traded.
No,
that
it's
pick
a
to Utah.
swap.
We don't get it though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So if we traded 2023, that means we can't touch 2024. We will
We
have
still
to
have
trade.
2026.
We traded 2027.
No, we don't. Or yes, we did. Damn it.
Yes.
Well, you can still trade them. Well, no,
But
you
you would
can't do
have to
that.
wait
You can't
to
do that
draft
ahead of
night.
time. You're right.
You would have to wait to draft night. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
handicap
You can't do it
yourself.
ahead of time.
You handicap yourself. And I don't think you're going to trade 2029.
No.
I don't think you do that. Because that's too far ahead.
That's too far.
Too
Yeah.
far ahead to be doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
Unless there is a guy where you go, that is the guy that we need. And I like Seth, but I don't know if that's when you get to, like, Joel's not here no more
Right.
type shit. Like,
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's why Lakers are not trying to do that shit. Because
Yeah, no.
Joel, LeBron is 89. And you don't do that shit when LeBron is 89, Westbrook is 64,
Yeah.
and AD has no kneecaps. You don't do that shit. when you do
AD is like 40, but he has the bone density of an 80-year-old man.
that. Right. You don't do that. So, like, literally, we handicapped ourselves with that trade. Which
Yeah, no,
which,
I wouldn't do 2029 for anybody.
Right. So 2029, you 21-29 is like we're going to trade Tobias and Matisse and this pick for some shit that we're going to benefit of from, like, off the rip. Like, nothing that is just going to be back up. That we're trading some shit, like, to get somebody. Like, that's when we trade that. But yeah, I just think that that we make a move, but it's not going to be significant. I think we're in a place where we're not trading to win a trade; we're trading to win-win. I think that's where we are. We're trading to fill a need versus trading to win it. I think that's where we are. Because even we have somebody like Jaden Springer, who's never going to play first. There's nothing he can do to make this fucking rotation.
Yep.
Like, there's physically nothing he
Barring
can do.
any injuries.
Right? God has to come down and go play him. And then I would think that Doc would give God a lecture on how he's not ready. So you know what I mean? So I think Jaden Springer is another guy who could be out the door. Furkan for sure should be out the door, right? That's $7 million right there, right? $7 million plus the only second round pick we got should go get you somebody from whether it's a losing team is a team just trying to get picks, trying to acquire young assets. That should be. Wait, what is the Hornets? What are the Hornets on right now? Who does the Hornets have that matches that $7 million range?
The Hornets. Let's see here. Cody Martin.
Cody Martin.
Yep.
Isn't Caleb the better one?
Caleb's the one. He's on the Heat, right?
Yeah.
Um.
I don't want Cody Martin because Cody Martin's barely playing on the Hornets. That just tells me a lot. That screams to me. Oh fuck. If we're not going to get Andre Drummond, you go get Mo Bamba.
That's not bad.
You go get Mo Bamba.
I mean, yeah, that's not a terrible idea. But
or like a Gary Harris, where though if you trade Matisse, you're getting back Matisse with the jump shot. He's not a loud defender, but he keeps his guy in front of him, and we don't have to worry about the drive bullshit that we have to worry about with everyone else.
I would agree. The only issue is Gary Harris is like making a lot of money.
$13 million.
Gary Harris is making $13 million this year.
Think about it. Matisse is making 4. Furkan's making 5. That's 9 right there. Throw in Jaden Springer, who's a young talent. $3 million. We have enough cap space to take back $3 million. That's 3 guys who we barely use for somebody we're definitely going to use.
Okay.
Even if we're in a situation because it's dumb. So Matisse is I'm not gonna say he's a win now player, all right, but he's an impactful player to a point where you go,
okay,
all right, well, let's Matisse might help us win. We probably don't want Matisse. Give us Daniel House, who money matches still. Get all those guys. They probably waive a bunch of them. Like literally, they probably waive Furkan and Daniel House, and they keep Jaden Springer. That's a realistic situation. Or like, what is the Spurs? What do the Spurs got in that $7 million range? Like
the Spurs,
yeah.
Zach Collins.
I mean, it's not bad, but he's just too injury prone, and
yeah,
like he's injured every fucking year.
Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, but I feel like they're going to get too much offers for him. What we get offer is not going to be close to anyone else's.
Yeah, Jakob Poeltl's 1 year, $9 million.
Yeah, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of buzz around him. Like kind of like the same thing with the Cam Reddish. Like Cam Reddish, that's gettable if nobody else is really trying. Once you get you start to get those names out there, where it's like, oh shit, we have nothing to compete with that. I think that's when we kind of gotta let some shit go. Damn, it's like not that many guys that I see on other teams that is like, I'm not gonna say difference makers, but like make
difference
sense.
makers.
Yeah, difference makers probably is the best word.
That's a good way to put it.
Because like Matisse, even though we don't play him a lot, in situations, especially if we go zone, he's a difference maker. Right?
Yeah,
he's a difference maker. So if we could get somebody, actually, the perfect person to replace Matisse is Kenrich Williams. Kenrich Williams is the perfect player to replace Matisse. Perfect. The absolute perfect player to replace him. And he's only making $2 million. So literally, he's 28. He doesn't fit their timeline. I think I found it. No, literally. You give them Jaden Springer,
What team is Williams on again?
He's on the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
He's averaging 7 points. He has the same defensive effect as Matisse Thybulle. But the only reason he does not get the highlights is because he's not on a team that is popular.
Yeah, true.
Kenrich Williams has the defensive impact of Matisse, and he's like 6'8".
Can he shoot?
Yes, he shoots like 36%. And he's a willing shooter. He's not like oh God, let me think. No.
But I do but see, that's the thing too about Matisse though, is that like he's not like obviously super young, but he's still young enough that he could, like, he's been developing. Honestly, his jump shot is it's gotten better progressively throughout the season.
But we're not in a place where we can wait anymore.
But are we waiting? Are we waiting, or has he been putting the work in and it's been showing? Because that's the thing, like,
he's shooting worse.
The thing is, like, what do you mean by wait? Like, what are we waiting for? If he's not going to start,
you said that he's still developing,
right? But my thing is, if we're not asking him to be a starter right now, are we waiting? It's not like with Ben, where it's like, all right, he's not a shooter. She's not a shooter, but he can develop into a shooter, so we'll wait for that to happen. And we'll just give him this money in the meantime. Like, it's not like that type of situation. We're not asking Matisse to do a whole lot. If anything, his time to shine isn't going to be until Joel and James are like over the hill a little bit, and when it becomes, the younger guys, Tyrese and his team, kind of. Not their team, but like their era.
No. He is shooting 41% this year. He is shooting 50% from the field, 41% from three.
Who, Matisse?
No. Kenrich Williams.
Oh, okay.
He is a rebounder. He's like D'Anthony Melton.
Yeah.
He's literally on D'Anthony Melton's level of rebounding from a guard position. Mm-hmm. You add him with D'Anthony Melton, you can literally replace these two. He's having the best shooting year of his career.
No, I'm not saying I think we should do it, but I'm saying I think there's not that much pressure on Matisse to be like a shooter. I don't think they're waiting for it. I think it's more so like develop. Like you have the time because we're not asking much of you.
The pressure is going to hit him because, as we've seen with Andre Roberson, if you just can defend and that's all you can do, a lot of teams are going to look at you because, like, Matisse actually had the accolades. Like, I don't think Andre Roberson made a team, an all-defensive team. And he maybe have. Like, he maybe, let me check. But
I know what you mean. Like, he's going to get the looks, but it might be just that.
And it might just be, hey, we need you for defense. And with that comes with you're not going to get paid like that. If we need you for defense.
But at the same time, it's like you might not get paid like that, but you can get contracts. You can consistently find work. Yeah, especially if you're not a terrible three-point shooter.
Andre Roberson did make an all-defensive team. But that's literally where the fucking where Matisse is treading. He's on Andre Roberson level.
I don't know. I feel like Matisse is a little bit better of a shooter right now than Roberson.
No,
was.
100% he's a better shooter. 100% he's a better shooter. Andre Roberson legit was shooting at one point 21% from three. So
yeah.
Yes. But if there's no real, we're talking about pins and needles of him getting better, right? We're not talking about inches. We're talking about centimeters of him getting better, right? And in a role where literally all you got to do is stand in the corner for majority of it, and you're not capitalizing on just standing in the corner. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think for PJ, that's what we expect. I don't know if it's the same for Matisse because we do want him to cut. We do want him to make, lane, like runs to the basket, catch lobs, like get the dump passes. Like I think there's being more. I think from an athletic standpoint, there's more asked of Matisse than somebody like PJ. However, from a defensive standpoint, there's more asked of PJ than Matisse, because Matisse is obviously coming off the bench. He's not guarding the same caliber of player. Yeah. But my thing is, I think Matisse is already better than Roberson. However, I think Matisse has a little bit more time to grow because, number one, he's not a starter. Number two, he's younger. And number three, he's on a team with guys who are going to be pretty good for like the foreseeable future. So it's not like we need him to step in tomorrow and be a star.
I need Kenrich Williams on this team. Either give me Andre Drummond or give me Kenrich Williams. You better open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door for a second.
I want him. I want him badly. Kenrich Williams will make me happy. Dude is literally shooting 42%. Okay, he's shooting 42% from three. He's shooting 42% from the free throw line, which is not great. It's not great by any means. Is it great? But he's shooting 41% from three. His nickname is Kenny Hustle. He has hustle in his nickname. What else could I want from a player? He's 28. He's amazing. I mean, he was born the same year as Joel, and he's only played in the league for 40. But he's shooting 42% from three, bro. That is 41%. Yes, he's shooting 42% from the free throw line, but who fucking cares? I just went on a tangent about Kenrich Williams.
I'm sure.
And how much I want him. He's literally shooting 50, 40, 40. And I love it because first two. Because of the first two. All right?
50, 40, 40?
Yes.
Wait a second. Isn't that supposed to be 50, 40, 90? Which one of those 40s is his free throws?
He's shooting 42% from free throw line. But he's only getting there 0.7 times. So that's not even a real big sample size of what potentially he could do. Okay?
Wait a minute.
Yes,
this math ain't mathin'.
Yes, he's a great shooter right now.
Wait a minute.
He cannot shoot free throws. But
that Nick Stauskas, first of all, in the words of JJ Redick, you can't be a great shooter and not shoot free throws. First of all, this math ain't mathin'. He's getting there 0.7 times, right? Mm-hmm. But he's averaging less than 50%.
Yeah. Hold up. Let me.
That means he misses like. That means he shoots like one free throw a game, and misses it. That means he makes like a free throw a week. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense.
But just don't. He's not going to be asked to drive on this team. I mean, Matisse only shoots 62.
That's significantly higher.
But hold up, Matisse gets to the fucking free throw line 0.2 times,
and still makes. But that's the point. You get to the free throw line 0.2 times, but you shoot 6. You're above 50%. That means when you do get to the free throw line, chances are you make both of them, but and then you can get to the free throw line another time and miss one.
Wait, where's it out? Because you're not going to play my favorite Sixer, Kendrick Williams.
You can't even pronounce his name.
It's weird. It's very fucking weird. It's a weird name, but I love him, and you will too once he gets traded to the Sixers. He's a.
I'm not against him getting traded to the Sixers. I don't see it happening.
Why not?
I just don't see it happening. I don't feel like Daryl Morey and Elton Brand, as much as I like them, I don't feel like a player like Kenrich Williams is somebody that's really on their radar. Even DeAnthony Melton was kind of a fluke. Like, we managed to get him because we needed to get rid of Danny Green. I don't think they're in a scramble to get rid of Matisse.
But this is the whole thing, right? This is the whole thing. And a Kenrich Williams trade, would you even have to trade Matisse?
Because maybe not, but that's not the point.
Look at the team's layout. Kenrich Williams does not match their age range.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is, are Elton Brand and Daryl Morey even looking at Kenrich Williams?
They fucking better.
That's what I'm saying, because just like you said earlier with the Bulls, guess what they care about? The name. Kenrich Williams is not a name.
Exactly. Which means you could get him low.
Right, but they don't want him.
Imagine doing a salary dump and getting Kenrich Williams. Imagine trading fucking Furkan, Daniel House, and fucking Jaden Springer.
Yeah.
And getting him.
I think that would be great. What I'm saying is, and what I said earlier, is I doubt it will happen.
I think it happens. If we get Kenrich Williams, it's on me. I claim that. I feel like it's going to happen.
You should, and you should. You should absolutely claim that. Because it's not going to happen.
Sean, if it happens. It's
not going to happen.
Sean, but if it does, though.
It's not going to happen.
But if it does, though.
If it does, what?
I'm the greatest mind in basketball. I just said. I predicted the finals.
You're just as good as someone that the Sixers pay a lot of money to scout players. I predicted
the finals, Sean. I did it.
I know.
To the game,
Sean. That gives you, so far, a better prediction percentage than Stephen A. Smith, who's been doing it a lot longer, but still.
To the game. To the actual fucking game, Sean.
I know.
Kenrich Williams will be
the finals that started already, though.
I did, but I predicted the next 4 games. But it still was to the game.
I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. I think it's a pretty good idea. It doesn't happen though. It's going to happen. It's
going to happen.
Elton Brand and Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey especially is not looking at Kenrich Williams.
Yes, he is. He's undrafted.
He's not.
What was Anthony Melton?
Undrafted. Unless we literally have to get rid of a player, like what happened with Danny Green, I don't see them looking to make any sort of acquisitions. At the bottom of the barrel.
I'm telling you. Well, they are looking to get rid of players because they want to get under the salary cap, under the luxury tax.
But they're not But they're not looking at Kenrich Williams.
They better be fucking looking at him. Tell them look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
If anything, they might try and fuck around and bring Bo Cruz in. Like they're not looking at Kenrich Williams.
Bro, Kenrich Williams is
They might give Wancho a flyer.
Bro, he's a great rebounder. He's a great shooter right now.
I understand. He's a great 3-point shooter. He's not a good free throw shooter, which doesn't make sense.
He's shooting 52%. He is playing elite defense. Going under the radar because the fucking Thunder aren't good. I'm telling you right now. If we can do a fucking salary dump where it's like Daniel House, Furkan Korkmaz, Jaden Springer for Kenrich Williams and still turn Matisse into fucking Andre Drummond, that's a great fucking trade deadline for us.
Yeah, sure.
Because not only do you replace Matisse,
I agree.
You replace Matisse with a better shooter who gives you the same thing on defense, and you get Andre Drummond. That's a championship like recipe right there. Because you got literally
it is.
You go D'Anthony Melton, who's a great rebounder for his size. Like I trust D'Anthony Melton to get rebounds over Joel, and that's fucking crazy. You go and then off the bench, you literally have a taller D'Anthony Melton, and now Andre Drummond.
Yep.
So now rebounding is better. Sean, listen. If they pull this shit off, bro, we're winning the championship.
I think we're in good position to win a championship regardless.
Bro, 2 games ago, this man had 9 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Kenrich Williams. When the last time Matisse had 7 assists? Never.
Never.
Fucking never, and he never will.
Matisse also doesn't play for the Oklahoma City Thunder, though.
So? Thunder are better than most people thought.
They're better than most people thought. They're not nearly as good as us.
Give me Kenrich Williams or give me death. Give me death. I tell you, he is God. Okay, he will be a Sixer, and all we have is what, a couple more weeks until he's a Sixer. I literally bet. You want to bet?
Bet that what?
I will bet you $5 because this is. I feel like that's good value for this. Either or will be on the Sixers.
Kenrich Williams or Andre Drummond
will be on the Sixers come trade deadline.
Okay, all right. I'll take that bet. $5.
$5 bet.
Let's do it.
You know what's crazy? I feel like it's too easy. I feel like it's $5. It's $5 if I'm wrong. What you think it's going to be like 90% chance, a 99% chance.
I'll make it 20.
I feel like if I win, I give you 10. But if you win, I give you 10. But if I win, I get 20.
Okay.
Let's
do it.
Bet.
I wonder what I'm gonna get with my $10.
Listen, I'm telling you right now.
Probably some Wawa.
Sean, if this happens,
shout out to the sponsor of this episode. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
wish.
I wish,
dude. I would have so many subs. I think that's it. I think we went on a lot. I think I got a lot out. I think I got a lot of my anger out.
You did.
I put hope into our franchise.
Yep.
We are currently on a 6-game winning streak.
We are.
I demand us get it to double digits. I demand.
You demand?
I demand it.
Okay.
I fucking demand it. I demand Kenrich Williams should be on this fucking team.
I think we're firing on all cylinders. We're really coming together at the right time. We're going into. I think we can go into the All-Star break with some serious momentum. So I can see it happening. I mean,
because our next games are Nuggets, Magic, Spurs, Knicks, Celtics, Knicks, Nets.
Well,
Rockets,
that's it. I mean,
Cavaliers.
Nuggets, Magic, Spurs. That's it. That's all we need is those 4 wins to get it to double digits.
Right. Then we play the Knicks. Then we play the Celtics, which should give us. I think the Knicks should give us some trouble. They should give us some trouble, but I think we should pull away.
Honestly, I think the biggest hurdle would be the Magic because it's hard to beat a team twice in a row.
We did it. We did it without Joel. So
no, I know, but I'm saying like, and on top of that, the one of those games is probably the game where Joel rests. So
it was one of those games before, and we won by 30.
What could possibly trip us up. But other than that, I mean, Nuggets, Magic, Spurs. I think we could go 4-0 in that stretch.
So let me finish it off. Right. Until All-Star break is the 17th, I believe. Right. Is the game is the 17th? It has to be because the next time we play is not till the 23rd. So 17th,
right.
Yeah, it would be the 17th, right? Think about this: Nuggets, Magic, Spurs, Knicks, Celtics. Celtics is going to be a game where we could lose, right? Obviously, all these games are kind of where we could lose, especially if we play down the competition. But right now, we're going, all right?
And we have a tough post All-Star break. Or I'm sorry, right before the All-Star break.
We played the Heat twice. We played them literally after All-Star break. It goes Memphis, Celtics, Heat, Mavericks, Bucks. We get a little thing with the Pacers, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Wizards, Cavaliers. I mean, it's not that bad.
Even before Knicks, Celtics, Knicks, Nets, Rockets, Cavaliers, Grizzlies.
I think the Knicks we handle. I feel like they're going to give us a little fake comeback type shit. But I think the Celtics is the one where that's the one where it's like, oh fuck, we might lose.
The Celtics and the Nets.
Yeah, Celtics and the Nets. But literally, that should be. I really feel like Joel's going to show his ass tomorrow, so I really think that's going to be a win. So that could be literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Celtics are iffy. 6. Nets are probably going to try to get us back.
And KD might be back by that point.
Yeah, he should be back by that point. Oh no! KD's probably not. He should be, but he's still out. He's still out as of right now. Rockets, where I think it should be a gimme. Cavaliers are going to give us some trouble. Grizzlies are going to give us trouble. Celtics again is going to give us trouble. Heat always give us a tough time. Mavericks, I feel like, you know what's crazy? I feel like we should handle the Mavericks quite easily.
Yeah, me too.
Bucks, trouble.
I think you just throw PJ Tucker and Tobias Harris at Luka all night.
Yeah, just show them bodies. Just show them bodies.
Yeah.
And
I think Joel and Christian
At that
Wood
time, we play him March 2nd. At that time, we should have Kenrich Williams. And Kendrick Williams should be on Luka. And Andre Drummond will be getting the rebounds.
Okay.
I'm high on Kenrich.
Now, wait. The bet was one of them, right? At least one of them.
At least one of them.
Okay. I was about to say. I know you didn't say both of them.
Oh no.
If that's the case, you might as well just give me the money right now.
I'm not crazy, but I think.
Oh, okay.
I think I have a feeling, Sean. I have a feeling. And remember the last time I had a feeling? I was right.
Okay.
And I just feel like it's right there. It's too right in front of your nose for them not to do it. It's just like the Thunder would do it because he doesn't match the age, and they could get.
But they would want picks.
Give him a second round pick.
Okay.
If you're throwing 3 players at them plus a pick for Kenrich Williams right now, like you said, nobody else has mentioned him. I haven't heard no trade things about him. I haven't heard nobody else talking about him. Flying under the radar.
Why are you sending 3 players?
Because they're going to most likely waive them, and we get them off the books.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Furkan and Daniel House, they're most likely going to just fucking let them go. And the only person they're really going to keep is Jaden Springer. And because that also helps us get under the luxury tax, which is really what they're really trying to make the move for. The move that, because they're going to move somebody at the deadline. I think they're going to make a move. In terms of like, if it's not extravagant, it's definitely going to be a move to get off somebody. Most likely Furkan or Jaden Springer, just to get under the luxury. But like, yeah, I feel like, the way we end that shit is crazy, bro. Because it's like we get a little ease up with we got Hornets, Pacers, Bulls, Warriors. Who knows what the Warriors is going to look like at that time? But then it goes Sun, Nuggets, Mavericks, Raptors, Bucks, Celtics, Heat, Hawks, Nets to end that shit. But if we end strong, and we take majority of those games, 1, Joel should be MVP. 2, we should be favorite to come out of the East. And 3, Kenrich Williams will be a pickup for our team.
And with that, this has been another episode of the Untitled Hoops podcast. Marquise is a little bit delusional, but it's okay.
If it happens,
it could happen.
I am God.
See what I mean?
am God. You know what? I changed the name to Marquise equals God.
Oh, my God. Anyway, make sure you head over to the website, blackflagent.online. Check out other episodes of this podcast and some other ones that we got up there. A brand new podcast that we just recently started called The Mad Geeks. Go check it out. It's very funny. It's a combination of the Low Lights podcast and the Brotaku Alliance. So make sure you go and check that out if you haven't already. Make sure you go follow us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Go check us out. Give us a follow. And head over to the website and see if you can purchase some merch too. We got some other cool content up there and on our YouTube channel. And we have merch in the store that you can go and purchase to feel a little bit closer to us. Because we're like family.
Do you know who I want to feel a little bit closer to me? Kenrich Williams.
Yeah.
Kenrich Williams!
Goodbye, everybody.